Athlete X. What's cracking? Somebody asked for an update, so I'm gonna go live with an update. Smoker, every man needs one. I call this Trunks time machine. Every man needs one of these too. X4, love it. Do I have it on me? I don't have the receiver on me, it's in the house, but definitely very useful. Cause this is a lie. It's always gonna lie to you. That's a lie. It is not 150. Oh, and this ain't nothing but coconut amino. Healthy alternative to soy sauce and all that weird shit. Some vinegar, a little bit of water, just to keep it moist. It's gonna be done in about another 30 minutes. Been on for about 4 hours. I love my tools. I love this. Fucking love it. Yo, this line, this copperhead line, fucking amazing. Gotta fucking love it. And the way this head set up, this is a Milwaukee. I've had this for like 2 years now. The way this head set up on the trimmer, it's an easy load. So all you gotta do is measure the line, cut it, feed it through this hole right here, and just twist this, and it'll automatically put the line where it needs to go. You don't have to take the head off and deal with tangled up lines. Fucking amazing. And this shit right here, good gracious. This shit right here, oh my gosh. This shit is elite. All right? This is elite. This hedge trimmer, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And that shit connects right here on this quick lock system. And I'm not bragging either. Somebody just asked me what I was up to. So I'm like, you know. Come on, don't you want them up? You take up for your house. There you go. Alright, so you got the unit right here. And you just take this in, stick it right here, and boom, instant head trimmer. Gotta fucking love it. Yo, I love this fucking smoker too. Good gracious. All right, garden update. It's a Jeepy Jeep. What you doing back? What you doing in the back the Jeep? Hiding behind the tree? Behind the tree? All right. All right, what we got going on here? I know my screen tear, it annoys a lot of people, but I don't give a fuck. So y'all seen the picture I had where, well, actually we already picked one of the tomatoes off, and this one's almost ready. This bad boy just grew on here like 2 weeks ago, and it's already this big, and everything's blooming. We already pruned it, and shit just started popping up on all of them. When you take care of what you got, you know, you'll be blessed with more. Got some more growing on this one. Wash this one down. Then we got the little babies over here that look like grapes. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I accidentally cut one of the marigolds down. Yo, these marigolds, this companion planting shit, well, I just put marigolds all along the edge right here, and they just started popping up. No more deer. I don't know. So I don't know, but I seen that happen in real time. My shit was getting hooved every fucking night. Now, no more hooves. All right, what we got going on here? You think you're nice? Yep, no more hooves. So, and those, I'm gonna dig another garden bed too, cause I want some Dyson tomatoes for salsa. And all we got going on here, these bad boys. These bad boys been getting eaten up though. Potatoes, clip that. Oh, what we got here? Okay, all right. The turnips. We got this about ready right here. Can come up. Marigolds, cucumbers. Yo, cucumbers, I love them. Oh, there goes a little bee. There goes a little buddy. There's a buddy. I don't know why I talk. Look at him. All right, you good. You got it. You got the juice. I ain't fucking with you. Do your thing. He's like, get away from me, yeah. See, little baby. That's coming in good. Oh, we got a Michelle down here. I didn't even see this one. Oh, we got this one down here. It's coming up nice. Just a lot. I love these creeping vine plants. That's literally what they're called. And I see why. Because I took this off the floor. Well, this whole vine, this whole section right here was laying on the floor. I just laid it up against this netting, and you can see that it literally grew an arm. I don't know if it's gonna focus. It grew an arm right here and just decided to tangle itself around here. These cucumbers, it's like if I was a plant, yeah, I'm a fucking cucumber plant. It don't matter what you put in their way, any obstacle, they're gonna cross it. They're either gonna cross it, adapt, and grow on it and take over. And that's what they're doing. I like that. That's a life lesson right there. Creeping vine plant. Oh, what we got going on here? It looks weird, but okay. Zucchini. All right. Broccoli ain't doing too good, but whatever. All right. And over here, I got a tumbler coming because I got the a compost tumbler coming because I got all my compost over there on that side. And the UFC tree stump. UFC. I haven't seen another tufted titmouse around here in ages. All right. What we got? Oh, I gotta keep an eye on that chicken. I keep an eye on that chicken. And here's the receiver to that X4. Bad boy come in handy. It measures the ambient temperature of the grill, so you know what temperature your food is cooking at. Right now it's at 264. I'm gonna bring up the temp when I'm finished. But I do that grill. You ain't never gonna have no barbecue, no nothing as good as mine. You'll never find it. Well, yup. So I got that coming tomorrow. I got a lot to do. I'm gonna dig 2 more garden beds on this side, bring that out that side. But that's enough about that. That's the garden update. And you know, when you growing things, it makes you realize, because some of the YouTubers that I follow, they're doing like amazing shit, like greenhouses, backyard full of fruit trees, vegetables, and it makes you feel inadequate. But I realize that's a selfish feeling, because this is why I always say, don't compare yourself to other people. Like, I'm sitting over here wanting what these people got. Meanwhile, it was somebody that wrote me an email. It was like, yo, I wish I could have what you have. That just lets you know you need to appreciate what you have. You may not be where you want to be, but you always got to put one foot in front of the other and order your steps. And eventually you'll get there. But when you start pointing fingers and saying, well, that's because you got this and you got that and I don't have that, when you do that, you shut yourself down. When the more excuses you make, the less you prosper. Like I've literally, that's a life lesson I've learned. Like that's trial and error. Like that's science. I've witnessed this. The more and more people complain about their situation, the less the less initiative they take to get out of that situation. So that's just what I think. Like my folks and them, we need some place to stay. I ain't even want to talk about it, but we need some place to stay. We gotta do this, we gotta do that. And everybody wants to be an overnight baller, but don't nobody want to put the work in to get there. That's why I like gardening. It's like it's you get out what you put in, and you get to see what you plant grow in real time, and that's extremely rewarding for me. That's what I think. But some people like back to my folks and them, they just wanted, everybody wants to take the easy way. So like when I was homeless, that shelter was where it was at. But you got some people is looking like, yo, I might be homeless, but you don't want to swallow your pride and stay someplace that's undesirable for a length of time to get yourself together. Like everybody wants to be the boss, but they don't want to take the road it takes to be the boss. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about being a boss, like, oh, I'm lording myself over other people and got people working for me. I'm just mentality wise. But shout out to Teddy Bear. Hit me up in my DM. Was like, yo, where you been at? I was like, yo, I'm chilling. I ain't feeling like going live. So this for you. See, that's that bullshit. See, I'm parked under the tree in a red ant. The red ant hopped out the tree. And that bitch was biting. I felt something biting me earlier. Like, what the fuck, red ant hopped out the tree? Man, what are you doing here? But yeah. What was I talking? And somebody said, yo, Susan fucking with your live stream. Nah, I deleted my last live stream because I said some shit about my father in that stream that I didn't really want out there in the internet, Like that shit, I wasn't even ready for that shit. I thought about it. I was like, I did that. Somebody said, getting stung by red ants on my right foot and my left foot swell up. I don't really swell up. Like I get bit up by mosquitoes. They just, Logan said you can re-upload it with that part cut out. I can't, because when you upload it directly to YouTube, it fucks with the resolution, and I ain't have a time to download it from YouTube. So like when they delete the live streams that are posted directly to YouTube, because all of this is in real time. Then if you don't download it or wait till it finish processing the video, then you won't be able to download it and you won't have that copy saved to your phone. But other than that, I said some real shit on that live stream. Like a lot of people don't really think about that shit. And even right now, I was thinking about the 4th of July because I was on the road yesterday and everybody was showing out. Everybody on 95 was showing the fuck off. You had people from North Carolina, New Jersey, where y'all at? Can y'all stay the fuck off 95, please? Please. No, New Jersey, stay up there. New York, I started reading license plate. You know, every state got their little shit. You know, Virginia for lovers, North Carolina, first in flight. You know, New York, Empire State. New Jersey, for some reason, calls themselves the Garden State. I don't know why. I don't know why. When I think of New Jersey, I think of Newark. I think of Trenton, Atlantic City. When I think of New Jersey, I'm not going to lie. I think of Bloods and Grape Street Crips. I don't, nothing about Garden crosses my mind. I'm sorry. That shit, no. Never been to New Jersey and seen that near Garden. That New Jersey Turnpike is fucked up. Keisha with her Nissan Altima is waiting for you. And she will run your ass out of that left lane or right lane, depending on her mood. What else you had? Canada. I don't know how the fuck y'all allowed to leave. It was niggas with Canada license plates on 95. Going slow. And when Canadians drive exactly how I pictured they would drive. Slow as fuck in the left lane, right? Is when you look and you can see traffic and you can gauge it. And what's the holdup? And like 5 cars in front of you, there's a guy with Canadian license plates, right? And he's leaving 30 car spaces between him and the next car. Yeah, Canadians, I'm gonna need y'all to go back to Canada. All of you niggas. And take New Jerseyans with you. Traffic something else. That's why there's high stress. But yeah, everybody traveling want to celebrate the 4th of July and shit. Everybody want to travel, celebrate the 4th of July like y'all wasn't some bitches last year and scared to celebrate the 4th of July. You know, these are the same people that's running around talking about, oh, my freedom. But these are the same niggas that was scared to congregate last year around this time. Like, y'all niggas don't deserve to celebrate the 4th of July for real. Because y'all some bitches and everybody knows it. You know? Somebody said I got my first in flight right now. And y'all some bitches and everybody know it. Like the jig is up. that July 4th shit is a farce. That freedom facade, you niggas with that flag. With the flag, I feel the same way about the 4th of July I feel the 17th. It's all bread and circus. They have given you something, feel satisfied and satiated in that. Like we just got freedom. And they showed it to you. You get flexed on and then run over there and act like you the shit. No, America got exposed for what the fuck America is. For real, that's what that was. America got G-Chat, bitched out, exposed on a world stage. But y'all go ahead, eat y'all hot dogs and shit. It's all for nothing. And then niggas making a big fuss over the American flag. I'm like, that's the flag of a conquered people. That's what I was talking about in my last live. That American flag is a flag of a conquered people. Like the rebel flag, not that I'm a rock it or wave it or fly that shit. But everybody knows, everybody that knows something knows the true American flag was the rebel, the Confederate flag. And there's people that get mad at me every time I say that, but I don't know. I learned the history that you know that makes you mad at me for saying that. And then I learned some more history, and I kept learning history. And some people haven't forgotten their history. Like you can learn a lot from people down south. Any way you look at it, Lincoln was a tyrant. Lincoln was a tyrant. And they pulled the ultimate dark magician's trick. They convinced you to believe that people fighting for freedom were anti-American. Were traitors. What they call it, traitors. Oh, they're traitors. You know, the left and right puppet that narrative. They parrot that narrative. That's all the fuck they know. They were traitors. right? They do shit like that, you know? It's like, any way you want to look at it, Lincoln was a fucking tyrant, and it was people that was like, nah. And it wasn't even the army, that was the Union. These were regular people fighting for freedom. I'm sorry if you mad at me for saying that and you don't know American history, but I'm just saying, and don't hit me with that it was for slavery shit. That is the gayest shit. That's why I said man is retarded. You got people that actually believe. Who am I pissing somebody off? You got people that actually believe the Civil War was fought over black people. You got people, you got people that actually believe the Civil War was fought over black people. If that ain't the dumbest shit, that shit don't even make sense. That's some shit they added after. You remember? The victor writes the story. You know, they was at the table like, yo, you know what we could say? We can also be like, yo, for slavery. That way people get emotionally attached to this story and this narrative that we're giving them. That's all that was. That's all that was. It was not, if you think a bunch of white people got to beefing with each other over niggas, you are retarded. You are retarded. And I know conservatives love to say this shit. I know they do. I know liberals love to say this shit. But it simply isn't fucking true. In any scrutiny under that official narrative, you'll realize that their arguments are fucking weak and it makes no fucking sense. Niggas think they was fighting over niggas when the North had slaves. You know? Oh hell, let's pray to Lincoln. Lincoln was a fucking tyrant. Even if he wanted to abolish slavery. Keep it real. Keep it real. Lincoln was a nigga who mobilized the military on Americans. That's Lincoln. And then y'all get mad at Biden for saying, oh, you're going to need F-15. Y'all freak out when Biden say some shit about the Second Amendment. Look at Lincoln. And niggas in the South was like, nah. It's more to the story. I'm going to gloss over it because I don't feel like going there today. But it may be some people in the comment section that know. I don't got time to talk about it, but that's a gay narrative. Oh, the Civil War was fought over slavery. No, nigga. And that Confederate flag started in Virginia. That was some Virginia shit. Until this day, Virginia, the state of Virginia, has the hardest slogan out of any fucking state. Sic semper tyrannis. I gotta get this fucking chicken. But it's like somewhere along the line, niggas have forgotten and have accepted the narrative. And now that narrative is mainstream and it's also alternative. It's also alternative. So people who are not from here aren't going to know what the fuck that was. You know, and then the Union took shit over. And to show you how fucked up it was, the South was outnumbered. The South was outnumbered and was still whooping ass. Because they were literally fighting for something. And both sides had Negroes fighting for it, you know? I don't just sit here and make it out for slavery. It was about slavery. Oh, the fuck it wasn't. I hate when niggas say that shit. That shit is right up there with calling everybody a fucking Nazi that you don't agree with. Like that's one of these things that these political parties, all of them, you know, they tell you. Lincoln was a fucking tyrant. If a president did what Lincoln did today, that Lincoln did back then, Y'all will feel the same fucking way. Even if it was over slavery, that is no reason to mobilize a fucking military against your people. Which it wasn't, but even if. And then y'all kept getting y'all ass whooped and wonder why. The only reason the North won because they had to default to scorched earth tactics. And the South wasn't ready for it. You had to stoop real low for that victory. That's that. I'm not getting into that. I'm not getting into that. That shit crazy though. You got a bunch of man. When you know what that does to some. No, fuck that. Let me go back. Let me talk about black people for a second. Let me talk about black people for a second. Y'all done got me started. You know what that does to somebody telling them a bunch of white people fought a war over you? Don't that shit make you feel entitled? Even if you don't know it, subconsciously you know it. But you know the war was fought for you. And conservatives hold on to that because they feel like they get to say, oh, well, that absolves us from the racism. See how they got y'all backpedaling and they can back you into a corner with your own argument? That absolves us from any form, fashion of racism because we fought to end slavery in the South. When that simply isn't true. So it gives you a talking point. So now it's like the official narrative they give us, that's just what you're going to get. And all the books on that topic, steadily being burnt. All the articles and videos speaking about it, getting pulled down. And all the people whose grandparents have handed down their history are dying out. That's why I said, what if slavery? What if I could look at this shit and laugh, right? Because I'm like, because I'm not emotional. But what if slavery wasn't slavery? What if that was an agreement? No, I'm not going back. I'm not going back. But they did have some nice huts on those plantations where niggas was staying. They weren't huts. They were houses. It was like, yo, they were well kept. They were well kept. A cotton picking nigga. You think about how much value picking cotton adds. That's valuable. Right now, niggas ain't doing shit with themselves except chasing gay clubs and doing what? Not taking care of their fucking kids. So I go pick some fucking cotton. It ain't no different from the shit I'm doing over there. Niggas just get emotional and attach a fucking meaning to it. And I don't trust what none of these people say about history. That shit could have been a lie. Roots, half of what you think you know about slavery came from roots. And those people have a fucking agenda. Those people have a fucking agenda. And when I look at some of these plantations where the houses are still up, like in Louisiana and Alabama, the houses where the slaves were kept look better than some of this shit you'll see in Detroit, Chicago, DC, Philadelphia. And then somebody, but they weren't paid. It's like, all right, you got endless food. You got food. You walk outside and pick. It's like defined pay. It's like, what is niggas gonna do with money? You got food, family, shelter, clothing, a place to lay your head. You do realize that's more than what a lot of niggas got today. I don't know. Something's fishy. Something's fishy. Nope. Something's fishy. Something's fishy with that whole slavery narrative. Because white people don't just make purchase. That was a transaction, right? White people don't just buy things and then treat the shit they just bought like shit. That's not white people. That's not white people. I've studied white people for a long time now. They don't do that shit. Niggas do that shit. Like I told you, Keisha with that Nissan Altima. That Nissan Altima is fucked up. That Nissan Altima be 2 days old. The brakes grinding. Brake booster gone. Windows tinted, but the back left window bust out. House a mess. You know, get a house shitty. No maintenance. I don't know why people don't do this. Something's up. If something's up and don't nobody want to talk about it, I better get big homie dictator to put a task force together and explore this. Find out exactly what the fuck that was. Maybe it was an agreement, like from the Bible. Or maybe niggas wanted to come to America. Have you ever thought of that? Oh, let me stop. Don't cuss me out. Like I said, these opinions, and this is called free thinking. And it's 261 people here, so obviously y'all sticking around for something. So don't get mad at me. I'm not Hollywood. This ain't scripted. Maybe niggas wanted to go to America. You know? Maybe niggas was like, shit, it's fucked up here. Maybe the conditions in Africa were so fucked up that niggas was like, shit, put me on that fucking blood. Can I get on the boat and go till the soil and work for food and shit? You never know, because the Arabs were doing some weird shit. And they still are doing some weird shit. Not all of them, some of them. I don't know. These are the things I think about, though. But you can't have an educated, one, you can't have an educated discussion about it because all the information on it has been burned, control, alt, deleted. And two, people's emotions are so high. It's like you can't discuss these type of things with people because they get emotionally offended and become standoffish. I don't know. It's funny though. Yeah, I mean, you see what the Latinos are doing. I mean, they're coming from countries that are so fucked up. They're like, yes, take me. I'll work the field. You got Latinos and illegal immigrants on these farms, you know, working for food. Because where the fuck they come from so fucked up, you know, you never know. And maybe things are coming full circle. I don't know. I know they had nice houses though on that plantation. I'm not letting that go. That was a nice. Those were nice bunkers. Prisoners don't even live. Niggas in Southeast DC don't even live like that. I don't even live like that. But that's all I'm saying. Like you're not gonna find solutions to problems if you're emotionally invested in a particular narrative. And it hurts that the fact that your particular narrative that you are emotionally invested in is counterproductive. So the things I think about. Like I chopped it up with a lot of people. And BJ Strawberry Proud American channel, what's up? Hey, BJ Strawberry Proud American channel, that's a long ass channel name, cuz. Hey, you know, I was trying to shout you out the other day, but that shit was long as fuck. That's a tongue twister right there. BJ Strawberry's Proud American channel, baby. I'm tell your old lady I said what's up. She got on me for saying she got on my case about saying something about Trump. Somebody said they were indentured servitudes with generational conditions. Somebody said check your chickens. I got meat. Nope, I got meat birds though. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if even in the little bit of shit I do, like I want more and more garden beds. I want more and more food. It's like that shit is hard work. So yeah, like just imagine it. Like people, it was like people, the kings had slaves. Well, not the kings, but imagine you have a village. And this is why I'm not blaming nobody. I'm not blaming nobody. This ain't no victim shit. Imagine if you had a village and y'all have farm. Keep in mind, the steam engine ain't been invented yet. Y'all got farmland. All your people are already tilling the soil, toiling in the sun. That village over there, not really doing shit. So you'd be like, yo, you know, wanna come work? Nah. Next thing you know, you going to war. Now you got slaves. Now you can force them to work and till the soil so your village doesn't have to do it. I mean, it makes sense. That's hard work. Imagine, you see the equipment these farmers got? There was none of that. You needed niggas. You needed somebody. Somebody say you need a slave. No, but you needed, you know, a little bit of indentured servitude. You know, you needed somebody to fill that void. And if it didn't have to be your people, then why would it be? This is the shit I think about. When you think about it in the context of that, see, right now we live in decadence. Everything is provided for us instantly. We have a store up the street, stores all around us. I could just go up there and get a meat bag. You know, this is how we're living. Back in those days, before the steam engine, before the engine, the combustion motor, everything was done with hand in at physical labor from another man. And this is why families were a lot bigger, because you needed more and more kids to help do this work. Like these are the type of things that you would, you know, you gotta produce food for your village or your tribe or your section. It didn't matter. And sometimes that work, that labor wasn't always there. So you might need to go conquer some shit. That's all I'm saying. Like, it makes no sense for the white European man to just let's stop off in Africa. You know, somebody gonna say they were Jews. All right, follow me though. Just to stop off in the West Indian trade or whatever the fuck it was. But just let me fuck this duck on this particular narrative. It doesn't make sense for white people to just stop off in Africa. Like, you know, hey, let's stop in this continent and see, you know, we can pick up some niggas to take to the, you know, to the new world. Like, something's not right. Somebody lied. And the more you think about it, the more obvious the lie becomes. Something's not right. Yeah, niggas act like they was getting slaves for bags of rice. Nah, they was busting heads at them markets, well, from what they show us. Allegedly, apparently. Obviously, from my schooling, they were busting heads. For a slave. A slave. Whatever the fuck you want to call them. They had white people out there telling us all white people were slaves too. There's a lot of white people built for it. White people like to work. That's all I look at slavery as. There is nothing to get upset about slavery. Nothing. That shit is perfectly understandable for a time in that day where there weren't no combustible motors, there weren't no steam engines, and there was no heavy machinery to farm. Like it's perfectly, it makes perfect sense. Everybody was doing it. There is no need to sit here and be in your feelings about slavery. Everybody was doing it. Everybody had their turn. You can sit here and be like, well, our slavery was worse. And now you sound like a bitch. You sound like a bitch. Because then it comes down to, well, how come you didn't do something about it? Well, because the white man was so oppressive. It was so oppressive, but your ass was still on that fucking plantation. Somebody said white people are the best at fighting. At fighting with what? I mean, American slavery is soft. I read some books about the Arab slave trade. Bro, that shit makes American slavery look like working at Amazon or Walmart. Like, American slavery wasn't shit. This other shit that they had going on, it's like they got slaves and ain't give a fuck about them. Just let niggas die. There were no cute row houses on the plantation for these niggas. The Arabs were savages for real. Nigga, you work till you die. Ain't no food for you. Barricade Garage is so insensitive to our struggles, to the black and white struggles. And it's not just black people. I hate when people complain. White people know I feel this way. Niggas know I feel this way. It is what it is. Stop fucking complaining and do something. And stop crying about somebody having more than you and get out there and put in and order your steps and get shit cracking. There's nobody ever got nowhere complaining about shit. And if you don't believe me, ask black people. They've been complaining 400 years. And still, you are black. Now, I told you the black community don't exist. Secret. You're not supposed to know that. But these conservatives and liberals and all your favorite content creators love to keep throwing that term around. Well, what we could do, niggas are arguing about what we could do for the black community. I'm like, come on. You know, that's the first lie that you gotta break. There is no black community. That don't mean I don't fuck with black people. That don't mean I don't fuck with white people. That's not what that means. It means we are not all interconnected. You see my train of thought? A lot of niggas don't have that train of thought. That is not community. In order for there to be a black community, there has to be an event. You can't. What am I trying to say here? Let me say this in a more cultured way. You can't have a community that is linked through an event, through a track. You can't have a community that is somehow mysteriously linked together through a traumatic event like slavery. At that point, that's not a community. That's just a bunch of bitches. I'm sorry. If you identify your community with descendants of slaves after being here for 400 years, I do not know what you're doing. I don't. The black community does not exist. And that's not even up for debate. Niggas, there is a black community. Well, how come I'm not in it? Well, you are in it because of your skin color. So I'm in this community based on my skin color, not because of my value and what I can bring to the table to help people out, not because of my stable mindset, not because of knowledge, wisdom, understanding, just skin color. Really, nigga? How did that skin color shit fare in Africa when the white man came to pick niggas up? Where the fuck is that? Where did the community get you then? Somebody said, I think BG was in the Hitler Youth. Hitler had that freaky deaky mustache. Hitler had that freaky deaky mustache. I told y'all that he was the German DMX. Everywhere you seen this nigga, you seen that dog. Where's my dog? Right. Everywhere. This nigga had a dog with him at all times. A German Shepherd. Didn't Hitler make Volkswagen great again or some shit? Now everybody wants German engineered everything. I'm just saying, Merkel, what the fuck are you doing? Y'all let a woman run your shit. Y'all ain't shit as a whole. And she not even running shit. She just the face for the shit that's being ran. Germany sucks. Even if you don't believe, you want to believe the lying shit, you got to admit, Hitler was entertaining. He was entertaining. The way he threw that hand back. The way... Scheiße hoch. Hail Fuhrer. That hand went back so goddamn quick. Hitler was entertaining. And who was it that went to the Olympics? Apparently that nigga Jesse Jackson, what was his name? He didn't feel like Hitler was a racist. Because apparently Hitler shook his hand and congratulated him when the American president wouldn't. Jesse Owens. So I don't know. There's that. So now y'all see how easy it is to throw around this racism shit and be like, oh, you're racist. You're racist. You see how easy it is. So imagine being brought up in the new generation that don't know history. You gonna automatically think these niggas was racist. Just because you were told. I don't like Trump, but I don't think the nigga was racist. That nigga was not racist. I know full fact he wasn't racist. That is not why I don't like Trump. Oh, that's another thing. I'm glad she took the chicken off. That's another thing. See, this how they get you. This how I know the shit with Trump. And I know it's some Trumpers in here. Y'all was talking about going to this nigga is throwing the meat. I don't know fuck. But this the thing about Trump. When they show you the media and Trump going at each other's throats and shit, it's like the media uses superficial talking points to attack Trump. It's shit that makes you like him for real. Like this how I know it's a fucking game. It's a circus, because if they really wanted people to not like Trump, all they have to do is expose the fact that he's not pro 2A for real. There's so much shit on Trump that can turn his whole base against him that the media knows, but they won't talk about. They talk about stupid shit. They keep it topical. You see what I'm saying? They keep it top. That's how I know they ain't bed together. You keep it topical. That's like me killing 50 people. It's not, but it is. That's like me killing 50 people. And the people that you think are against me just keep talking about how I like Jeeps. See, look at him. He likes Jeeps. It's like, nigga, he killed 50 people though. Yeah, but no. He likes Jeep. They keep it superficial. It's really not shit. Trump has done some shit that can turn his base again. Like I said, I got that ATN scope in the house. And they already know what the fuck I got. They already know what I'm doing. This nigga, the Obsidian 4 app you need to operate that scope. Trump had his fucking knee so far in the addresses and names of people who have downloaded this fucking app, and it's like, why? And you find out Trump is spearheading some shit on mental health, linking mental health with gun crimes, and it's like, I need to have my ducks together before talking about that. But that's the shit I was looking at last year. It's like, yo, everybody downloaded that app. Over 10,000 people to that stove. You know, it's like Trump, what are you doing? Then the shit that everybody know about, oh, he banned bump stocks. It's like the media could have attacked him on that and used that to turn his base against him, but they keep it surface level and topical. They only talk about Trump to where it makes you like him. Like, look, Trump said grab him by the pussy. You're like, yeah, I told a lot of, that's actually funny. That's not going to make me not like him. You know, they could have said some real shit. Yeah, Cold Springs Queen. Shout out to Cold Spring. Shout out to you, Cold Spring Queen. You got a chicken named Pound Cake. That's fucking funny. Cold Springs Queen, you got a chicken named Pound Cake. That's funny. I'm glad that chicken off the damn grill. Somebody said, why aren't you watching England versus Ukraine? Man, fuck both of them. I ain't got to. England versus Ukraine, you want me to think about that? That's why I said, man, get your chickens mentally. I got shit I'm dealing with over here. I don't go fucking watch the UK versus the Ukraine. And what is that? I don't even know what that is. Who are you? Who sent you? Who said that? Somebody commented, go watch the UK versus Ukraine. I don't want to watch nothing with is Boris Johnson there. I do not want to hear this nigga talk. That's why I'm saying, look. Somebody said, why did you get the barrel smoker versus the old school offset? I have an old school offset. I got grills. I got smokers. I grew up with smokers. We smoke shit. So I got an offset. I got another Oklahoma Joe's in there. Offset box smoker. Then I got an Oklahoma Joe's Judge. And I wanted a drum style smoker because I don't know. I like the way it cuts better. And it comes with the gasket on it so it retains all the smoke. There's no leaks. That's a good ass smoker. All right, BJ Strawberry, take it easy. Somebody said, I got myself a Traeger. Oh, you fucking pellet. You fucking pellet people. I hope you're not a pellet supremacist. Those fucking pellet smoker people. Look at me and my fancy pellets. I hope you're not one of those people. I don't care how you do it, as long as you're not one of those electric people. Somebody said Salty Army. What the fuck is that? What is a Salty Army? Yo, what is that? I've been seeing that. What the fuck is that? Somebody explain. Somebody said pellets put too much ash on your food. Stick burners do too, though. Oh, Salty Cracker channel on D-Live. Somebody said salty armor is complainers. That sounds like some beef shit. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I don't know that nigga. Did that nigga like make video? Ain't he like a super conservative or some shit? So somebody said salty crap. Don't that nigga got a cat? Ain't he like? Oh, you know what I do know. I think he shared one of my videos or some shit. Oh. Oh, that's on y'all. Now I got everybody talking about salty crackers and shit. Salty is talking Bible dude from the 90s. He's funny. Wake Up USA. Salty is a good guy. Man, can y'all talk about something else other than salty crack? Salty crack, I know you watching me. Come get your fans. Somebody said, are there any politicians you like? Yeah, big homie dictator. Everyone's a little bit salty deep down. Salty cracker going chill. What? BG do a Michael. Ooh. BG garden tutorials. No, that's the thing. I don't know what I'm doing. And that's the thing. If you wait till you line all your ducks up so you think you know what you're doing, it'd be too fucking late. Sometimes you just gotta stick your fucking foot in it and go for what you know. And learn along the way. That's what I'm doing. Like, I guarantee you from the little bit of shit I showed on the garden, I'm gonna have a lot of professionals emailing me, you need this and you need that. You know, we can work like that. I don't reject wisdom and advice and shit, but I'm not waiting till I know exactly everything what the fuck I'm doing. I'm gonna get out there and do it. And you don't have to. Some people think, oh well, I can't do it enough to where like I'm trying to be independent of going to stores and shit. I don't want to have to go to stores and shit. It's like that don't gotta be your purpose of doing. You can do it for the skill set, for the knowledge, to learn something new. And you can start small and then just keep growing. You don't get everything ain't gonna come overnight. Everything ain't gonna come overnight. That's what doing shit like that teaches you. Somebody. Got hops growing in the. I got hops growing in the backyard. That fucking gorilla cart goofy is a bitch too. I'm just looking at it like, bro, this shit a little too flimsy. Somebody said Black Hebrew Israelites are walking memes. Your I'm sorry video was super based. Yeah, well, that's the thing. See, in my I'm sorry video, I was talking about Marjorie Taylor Greene apologizing to the Jews for look, people. I don't blame people. I'm not mad at Jewish people. Like at the people who think they're Jews, I'm not mad at white people, black people. Don't nothing nobody do is gonna affect me to the point where I stop growing and learning and shit. That being said, it is some things that you say that will affect people's day so much that they write you an email like 50 pages long. You know, you need to get your facts straight on Hitler. That's why I'm gonna keep talking about Hitler, because it triggers people. That's how you really niggas want to be rebels and want to have this persona. Oh, I'm out here spending. And say something about Hitler then. Say Hitler was funny. Say Hitler had a dog. It was German Shepherd. Hitler passed laws that, protect animal cruelty laws. He was the first person to do so. Hitler liked black people. Say Hitler. I don't know. Just say something about National Socialism. Be like, it seemed to work for Germany at the time. But see, that's the thing. We all think we know stuff we don't know. It's like I can't even confirm this shit because history been tampered with so much. So now when I come with my perspective, you gonna have people that come with their perspective. So it was like one person, he was like, oh, Hitler was a Freemason. Then somebody else gonna come along and be like, yeah, Hitler was a Freemason that was having sex with Winston Churchill. That's why they got the beefing originally. And then somebody else gonna come along and be like, yo, Hitler proved the earth was flat, and that's why everybody wanted to kill him. And he had sex with Winston Churchill, and he was a Freemason. And then somebody else comes with more sensationalism. Hitler proved the earth was flat, was having sex with Winston Churchill, was a part of Skull and Bones, and his father was Anton LaVey. Not Anton LaVey, Aleister Crowley. And he was an undercover Marxist. And he was secretly helping Stalin. And he was a communist. And he's still alive. So it just come more and more sensationalism. Like I can't, that's why I say I'm done. I'm just gonna make jokes on shit. I'm not a truther neither. Don't somebody call me a truth. Don't call me, I'm not a fucking truther. I'm gonna just talk about shit, make jokes on shit, and think about shit. And continue to think about shit outside of this left-right box. Like right now in this left-right box, you have lab leak theory, and then you have coronavirus bat theory. That's why I said left, right, two wings of the same bird. Where is the political party that believes this shit doesn't exist at all? That's the thing. That's how they get you. They give you pre-approved narratives. And then they push them out there, and sometimes they'll take them away. And when they take it away, it attracts you to it. So now you chase that. Now it's approved. Yeah, Event 201. I mean, it's like, where's the political party talking about that shit? Like, everything they say is pre-approved. Everything. Somebody say, but first a word from our sponsors.
My first word from our sponsors. Excellent. There's the smoke. You can measure the temperature in your grill, the ambient temperature in your grill, something that you know.
I can't do that shit. Shout out made by Jim Bob. He know how to do that shit. I can't do that shit. I can do a Tim Pool though. This is an outrage. This is such an outrage that we now have to stop traffic. But first, I need you to go on over to timcashurl.com and subscribe over there and donate money to me so I can get a new studio. Now, on to this narrative that is happening right now before our very eyes. Everything Tim Pool does is extreme. That's one extreme white boy. Everything this nigga does, just, I remember when the nigga on the bike went into the Walgreens and filled up a Glad trash bag full of merchandise. This nigga Tim Pool. This is an outrage and the most viral video I have ever seen in my entire life. This is the most viral video I've ever seen in my entire life where a nigga with a bike rode into a Walgreens and stole merchandise. He loaded all the merchandise up in a 55-gallon Glad trash bag. Now, go on over to urltimcast.com and subscribe over there for awesome merchandise and buy my merchandise and buy all my merchandise. I have skateboards. These skateboards are good. It's all the Democrats' fault. Shit is on the street and it's all the Democrats' fault. Everything is the Democrats' fault. It's the Democrats' fault. Joe Biden. Everybody. And then you look at Fox News and Newsmax and people think there's a difference. There's not. I'm scrolling, right? I see This nigga Alan Dershowitz, the Trump's Jewish lawyer. This nigga Alan Dershowitz, they keep putting this nigga Alan Dershowitz on. It's like y'all still can't see this shit. Alan Dershowitz. I'm probably triggering some type of freaky deaky Dutch algorithm. Dershowitz. Alan Dershowitz, friends with Netanyahu Dershowitz. Small hat Dershowitz. The same Dershowitz that told the dude you have no right to refuse the vaccine, Dershowitz. Yeah. This is who conservatives champion. This is whose opinion you niggas is listening to. They just lining you niggas up for the slaughter. Because you keep putting your trust in man. And now you're emotionally invested in this political side. So now everything you do has to be seen through this political side's lenses. Like, why the fuck is Alan Dershowitz, bro? Who is listening to this nigga? This nigga sat up there and said, you don't have a right to refuse the vaccine. Conservative. They act like we forgot. And you know what you niggas did forget? People forget so quickly. Oh, Jimmy Eat World, yeah. Shout out to Jimmy Eat World. Somebody pointed out, shout out to Jimmy Eat World. I like that song in the middle. Somebody said, tell a prison joke, your mama. Somebody said, no vaccine for me. Somebody said, hey, everyone, I think this is my first live stream and I've been sub for a year. Who cares, bro? I appreciate you being sub for a year, but who cares? Who cares if this is the first live stream of mine that you have caught? Somebody said, sing the middle is Tim. Somebody said, sing Jimmy Eat World in the middle is Tim Pool. Right? Just the thought of that is fucking funny. I don't know the words. Somebody got on my ass about not knowing the words. It just takes some time in the middle. The little girl in the middle of the ride. Everything will be all right. Everything will be all right. But first, I need you to go on over to timcashurl.com and subscribe over there for awesome merchandise and donate. I need donations so I can keep my studio going. You know, I don't know. I got to learn the words first. Somebody said Black Shapiro. Man.
Yeah, you're gonna stop talking. You're gonna stop criticizing my Black Shapiro, because when you keep criticizing my Black Shapiro, I'm gonna pull up on you with a Draco, and the Draco go boom. Now, word from our sponsors, Draco. This is the type of weapon I'm gonna use to kill you with. Somebody said Richie from Boston. Hey guys, what's up? It's Richie from Boston, and today I'm in Arizona. Shout out Richie from Boston. Remember the video I did last year entitled Bill Gates Releases Mosquitoes? Well, guess what? Bill Gates just released 1 million genetically modified mosquitoes. Nailed it. Bro, Tim Pool be doing it for somebody. So I thought it was Tim Pool. I know I could do the Tim Pool. It sounds better in real life. Tim Pool do the fuck out one. Tim Pool, you calm your ass down. You high energetic. This nigga right here. This nigga Tim Pool, grow something. Grow a fucking tomato, Tim Pool. Shit. I hate fear porn. Niggas, all everybody got to say to you is fear porn. That's it. Yo, I hate this woke shit. I hate woke shit and I hate anti-woke shit. Can we just get over this woke phase? YouTube got all the smarts in the world. Sent me another Awaken with JP video. This nigga got his titty. This nigga with a bra on. I'm like, yo, who the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? You know, like, yo, who? What? What? That's y'all's, man. This is. I hate headline comics too. It's like, yo, can you talk about anything else? Can you make fun of actual inappropriate shit? Like, all people do is chase a headline. Like, comedians have so much content nowadays. It's like, no, they don't. They really don't. Because the true content out there that make people laugh is high risk, high reward. Well, you stand an awesome chance of offending somebody. Like when I cracked on George Floyd's daughter, that bit the vaccine injured one, the one that was up there. Well, I just wanna say, my dad, who my dad? Yeah, when I made fun of her, it was people that was like, yo, you went too far. She's obviously learning disabled. You don't do that. And I was like, but you laughed though, and now you feel bad. Now you gotta attack me. Because you went and you listened to that testimony that, and you seen the look on Officer Shaw's face, and you seen how he was looking. You was like, oh, it's funny. You know, ain't no fucking comedian doing that. They just chasing shit on Joe Biden. Leave Joe Biden alone. Joe Biden funny. If me and Joe Biden was locked up together, I'd be peacefully extorting him. He would get he'd be under my protection. He had to give me like $20,000 a month though, on the low end. And wouldn't nothing happen to him. Cause he's fucking funny. Everybody all outraged and shit. Like, this nigga's about to die. This nigga's son got up there and told you, yeah, I definitely probably smoked more Parmesan cheese than anybody you know. It's fucking funny. I don't, Nascal Borg, I don't know who Golem is. Somebody say you barbecuing on the 4th. I barbecue every other weekend. Like I'm out here every other weekend. Like I literally do this. I'm about to quit and just do barbecue and fruits and veggies. And yes, that is an organic chicken, but usually, you know, niggas would just go to the store and shit. And somebody said my seeds, they were like, yo, seeds ain't organic though. Bro, I'm tapped into the local Amish community in the area. Everything they do is organic. They don't play that shit. So yeah, that's where we get our seeds from. Somebody said barbecue video. I might. Somebody said BBC videos. Somebody said Amish food is the best. Yeah, that's where we get our milk, eggs, cheese. Yeah, we support them. Somebody said Tim Pool is smart. He lives in a $3 million apartment, reads news articles. Man, fuck that. Like, if that's what I got to do to get you niggas to watch me just read news articles all fucking day and complain about shit, man, fuck that. That's why I said don't nothing beat these bitches right here. A fucking forearm. Shout out to the diesel mechanics. Somebody said he's a diesel mechanic. No, I'm not a diesel mechanic. I'm just saying, shout out to them because I know how hard that shit is. I'm not. Somebody say, please don't read articles. They ain't gonna do nothing. They talk about the same shit every fucking day. It's the same shit. It's the same shit. And people like it just because it might wake somebody up. Like y'all just people just want to wake somebody up. So people naturally want you to say things that they believe so they can send it to somebody and be like, look, you can't do that with me because I'm not going to confirm your bias. I'm going to do shit like say, fuck the USA flag, the Confederate flag. That is the appropriate flag for the 4th. The Confederate. When you see the Confederate flag, you know what it is. Your folks pick cotton here. That's why they call it the field. I got a Chevrolet on 26s. I'm from Georgia. Fucking Confederate flag. See, you can't send that shit to your mama and them. You can't tell your mom like, yo, let's fly the Confederate flag. Your family throwing a get together and let's fly the Confederate flag. They're gonna be like, why? You were like, because it stood for rebellion against the government. Literally. They're gonna be like, oh, what happened? You were like, well, when they lost, they convinced everybody to think that the Confederates were a bunch of traitors and were anti-American. Just the stupidest shit ever. How are you anti-American fighting for America? But now I'm the bad guy and people gonna be like, he's trying to be white just because I'm telling the fucking truth. And I'm not reading headlines to do it. White, good. Somebody said you are the bad guy. Shame on you. Yeah, I've done bad things in my life. I'll probably do a lot more too. Barfo 281, bro. Barfo. Barfo 281. Where Barfo 281 said Trump did more socialism than any other president. Man, look, man, Trump got a hell of a machine behind him. Bro, he done gone, man, look. How do I fuck this duck real quick? All right, y'all know every movie has a good guy and a bad guy, right? And you know what makes movies entertaining to watch is the fact that the good guy is facing adversity of some sort. This is what makes a plot, this is what makes a movie enjoyable to watch. So if you want people to be enveloped in the story and emotionally invested in your story, you have to have a good guy facing bad guys. You have to create these bad guys. And it causes people to emotionally attach themselves to the good guy. So this is why you root for the good guy in every fucking movie. Well, some of you niggas. Because the perspective is perspective. So this is why you can feel like Trump is the good guy, but liberals see him as the bad guy. It's perspective. And actually, both of you niggas is wrong because that perspective they have put on you is there for entertainment purposes to keep you emotionally invested in this dialogue, in this dogma, in this doctrine of politics. It's easy to see once you open up your mind to see it. But it's like they're all the fucking same. One was arguing for less restrictions. One was arguing for more restrictions. How about no restrictions? Where's that side? Because that seems different to me. It's you got one side, yo, you want me to cut off your hand? And you got another side, yo, you want me to cut off the arm? But it's like, yo, how about I keep my fucking arm? Where's that party at? It's It's the Matrix. It's the Matrix. I don't know. Trump, no. Fuck Trump. Fuck that. No, that when I started losing a lot of subscribers, I was like, fuck Trump. I first said fuck Trump when I seen Christian kids getting their ass beat on college campuses and he come out with a bill. I'm gonna address the problem. This nigga comes out with some banning anti-Semitism. I mean, it's so much about Trump that the media could use that they don't, because they want to keep, it's a game, it's a movie. They want to keep it topical. They keep everything surface level. They don't really get in there. They keep you focused on shit like his taxes. Like, who gives a fuck? Oh, you know, the Trump.org they're being investigated. You know, it's like shit that's not. Liberal media knows conservatives well. All they have to do to get you to not like Trump is expose the fact that that nigga is a liberal and has done a lot of socialist shit. They don't talk about that. They talk about other things that you know won't really affect the swing in people's mindsets. It's hard to explain. I know it. I don't know how to explain it. Maybe somebody else can explain it better. But they don't really, there's so much shit on Trump that could get people to be like, wait, he did what? Oh no, maybe we need to like when Trump did that shit banning bump stocks, the media could have easily jumped on him about that, called him a hypocrite, but they didn't. Not because it was within their agenda, but because they're on the same fucking team. All they do is pull left and the right follow suit. All they do is pull left and the right follow suit. It's easy to see, but it's entertaining. It's entertaining. So it keeps you emotionally invested. Somebody said I don't pay taxes. Good on you. Good. Somebody said all presidents are Zionist shields. Yep. And see, that's another thing. They got you thinking that liberals are anti-Israel or something. They're not. See right now, that's another spell. So right now they got you thinking that conservatives are pro-Israel, and being on the left means you're not. All of them are pro-Israel. Don't get that shit fucked up. All of them you seeing with they small hats kissing that Wailing Wall. Idolatry. All of them. But they need people like Ilhan Omar to make a movie. You see what I'm saying? This proves my point. It keeps you emotionally invested in the narrative you have selected. So now you got Ilhan Omar for the right. That's her job, playing her part. Throwing out anti-Israel, you know, tweets, something so the right can attack it and be like, look, you know, it's all a fucking game. Like, you sacrifice a part of you when you sign up for that shit. And then you can't move how you want. Y'all heard Marjorie Taylor Greene get that moist ass apology. That moist ass apology, and that shit wasn't even anti-Semitic. And then you see people like me, independent as fuck, saying, yeah, Hitler, he wasn't that bad. Hey, Hitler was kind of cool, actually. He had a, you know, type of German Shepherd I want. And how come nobody's talking about that? You won't hear that near politician bring up National Socialism. And if you do, it'll be in a derogatory term. Well, nobody dissect it. And then they do shit like Project Paperclip. What is Project Paperclip? This is another thing I was thinking about. Like, yo, they put out these toxic breadcrumbs. See, this that free thinking shit I'm talking about. Toxic breadcrumb, Project Paperclip, Nazi scientist, boom. So now you got Americans believing, oh, we brought Nazi scientists because Nazi scientists were doing all this and that. Well, actually, it was the American Eugenics Society that was doing all this weird shit. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna pop with y'all later. My phone heating up. My phone's like, nigga, stop live streaming, nigga. This too fucking hot. My phone heating up. Holla at y'all later.